Welcome to Counterpoint Conversations, and today I have a very special guest with me, TomTom's CEO and founder, Goddjin. I would like to get his view on how the overall mapping industry is evolving, and TomTom is one of the leaders in the mapping industry and navigation space, and also driving a lot of innovations across new technologies from software-defined vehicles, infotainment, cockpit, as well as autonomous vehicles. So, Harold, good to have you here.
Thank you.
And I would like to start with, how have you seen the last couple of years since COVID, or 2 to 3 years since COVID, how it has evolved? And I've seen growth for TomTom in terms of the customer Rolodex, partnerships, as well as the branding.
Yeah, so it's been, of course, the COVID years have been disruptive in many ways for some of our biggest customers. All sorts of issues on the supply chain and demand and whatnot. We've gone through that period relatively unharmed, so I think we can look forward to a better business outlook, I think, in 2025. 2024 also has not been super easy for some of our customers, which is well documented. But I think in 2025 things will start to change again.
Right.
And that's good. And in the meantime, of course, we've used the available time to us in a very useful way. We have completely redesigned our whole software stack. We have created, together with some industry partners, an open source project and a foundation to provide a base layer of maps on which the industry can build. I think that's been very positive and well received, and we're building on that footprint. We're building on those foundations now to really create a new wave of innovation on top of the map. And I think all that is coming together now, and 2025 looks very exciting.
That's fantastic. When you talk about the Orbis maps, right, and all the innovations you are doing across the stack, as you said, so where you're seeing the biggest traction right now? Is it on the infotainment space, mapping, traffic, all the different features which goes into the advanced driving? Where are you seeing more traction?
Well, so we see traction in many ways in different areas, but when you put it all together, you can see that certainly in the auto industry, the car industry is changing. Things need to happen faster at higher quality. So there is a renewed interest and a renewed cycle of automated driving that's coming to the market, and car makers are preparing for yet another wave of innovation in that space where maps play an important role again. So I think 2024, 23, 24, a lot of customers have been thinking and looking what to do, a lot of uncertainty.
Right.
But I do think that they've used that time as well, and that in 2025 we get more clarity of where the direction of the industry is going, both in terms of electrification and technology, software, how it all comes together, and what a better operating model is for the different players in that ecosystem to collaborate and work together. Obviously with a view to make things better, low cost and faster. More important than ever is the speed by which we can innovate, the speed by which our customers can innovate. Those are the key drivers for our own thinking and our own product roadmap.
That's fantastic. So obviously we are entering into the software-defined vehicle era, and we are talking about this for like 5-6 years. But now we are seeing with strong silicon underneath software stack, as you also aligning with automotive OEMs to align with the software which goes on top of the silicon, right? So are we on the cusp of software-defined vehicle revolution starting this year, or it will still take time?
So the software-defined vehicle is there with us for some time, and I think everybody understands the importance of what that means and how you need to push that forward. I think a lot of investments have been made, also by the car industry, of enabling the software-defined vehicle. Some of those investments have been very successful, others not so successful, but there's a lot of learning has gone into it. And I think we are looking at a more mature car industry than we have been looking at for quite some time. And some of those changes that the car makers have gone through have been painful. But I think they're coming out of it as stronger than before. If you
Yeah. Yeah, I think they have to, because you see, this competition is not sitting on the laurels, and you see all these new greenfield different OEMs coming from China and elsewhere,
Yeah.
which are completely coming off without a baggage,
Yeah,
right?
and
And
clean
completely soft.
slate. If you have a clean slate and you can start from scratch, then obviously you're not held back by
Correct.
technical debt, by complex install base and complex configuration
Yeah.
of your vehicle base. That's what has been holding a lot of car makers back, is the sheer complexity
Complexity.
and the number of variations in the hardware configuration in the that's extremely difficult to manage. But also there we see simplification,
Exactly.
clean slate, new initiatives,
Right.
and generally speaking, increased level of maturity also on the
Right.
software side.
Yeah, I think simplification is the new differentiation for everyone.
Yeah, simplification allows for speed,
Right.
allows for innovation. Complexity is your worst
Right.
enemy. And I think those lessons have now been learned and integrated into the thinking.
Yeah. And talking about,
There's still a lot that can go wrong,
yeah,
but
have to learn.
I think the car industry is getting better at it now.
Yeah. And talking about simplification, having seen TomTom evolve, especially over the last 2-3 years, I've seen the messaging is very clear.
Yeah,
Branding is very clear. The go-to-market is very clear. And the focus on experience is way higher than before.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, again, also for us, it's true. We've always wanted that. We know the end user experience is super important. We want to give car makers control over that end user experience and that brand. But that means that the expectations and the consumer expectations are very high. So you need to meet those.
Right.
And I think with our new tools and our new SDKs, we can quickly
Correct.
develop those end user experiences. And then once we have got them running, it's very simple and straightforward to adapt them to your own brand, your own image and brand experience. And that's the power that we bring back to the hands of the car makers. So you have this flexible toolkit.
Right.
It can go fast, but it doesn't mean that you need to accept the standard solution that everybody else has the same. So there's still room for innovation, still room for differentiation, but built on a very stable, strong core SDK and technology infrastructure.
It's fantastic. Any on the final comments on any partnerships or customer wins recent you want to highlight in recent months or today? Or
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We're firing on all cylinders. It's busy. We have so far we've had a very good CES. We made some important announcements. We partnering with Esri,
okay.
The leader in GIS software and technology. They're building all our maps for some of the products. So that's a big win for us.
Win.
We are demonstrating here for the first time a true 3D mapping product, which we believe sets the tone for everything that will come in the years to come. It's a very important product for us, but also for our customers. We see further integration of the navigation domain and the automated driving domain, both in terms of the data that's powering those two technologies, but also the visualization.
Correct.
How do you visualize what's happening in an automated
like a digital twin
car, and how do you bring the driver along and keep them confident in what the robot is doing? A lot of good work going into that direction, and so we're in a good place.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And always pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Team. Yeah.
Thank you very much.